I've always dreamed of what it would be like to fly first class with the Emirates on their iconic A380. For over a year, I've been glued to YouTube watching videos of other people flying in first class and dying to experience myself. The staggering $12,000 to $16,000 per seat from the West Coast to Dubai, totaling $24,000 to $32,000 for me and my wife, seemed utterly out of reach. My only hope was to use points, 186,000 points plus $1,029, which is about 8 cents per point. That's a tremendous value. But here's the problem, you can only book one first-class seat per Skywards account. Stick around until the end and I'll reveal how you can score 2 first-class seats with points. After nearly a year of diligently saving points, we finally booked our dream trip. Join me as I take you through our unbelievably amazing Emirates first-class experience. Let's dive in. The first-class cabin on the upper level of the Emirates A380 has a 1-2-1 seat configuration with 14 suites. My suite was 1K and my wife's was 2K. As I boarded the aircraft and turned left to the cabin, a friendly crew member greeted and escorted me to my suite. When I reached my suite, I was thrilled and overwhelmed by all the amazing features. There was so much to take in. However, I managed to keep my excitement in check, not letting it show. Before I even have a chance to sit down, the crew asked me for my pre-departure beverage. I asked her their best non-alcoholic drink, and she recommended beetroot juice. Just as she left to get it, another crew member came by and asked if I needed a drink. Overwhelmed by all the amazing amenities in my suite, I told her to bring me a non-alcoholic drink, not mentioning that I'd already ordered. A few minutes later, she returned with both drinks, the beetroot juice and the orange fizz. As I was finishing up my 2 non-alcoholic drinks, I started filming the incredible amenities in the suite. You might have seen some of this before, but let me give you a quick rundown of what I enjoyed. Right in front of me was this huge 32-inch entertainment screen. Perfect for an immersive experience. The entertainment amenity includes the Bowers & Wilkins headset, designed exclusively for Emirates, made with aluminum and sheepskin leather for maximum comfort and deliver excellent sound quality. But the real kicker, the entertainment library is insane. Over 1,500 movie titles and a total of 6,500 channels of entertainment, including TV shows, music, and games. It even has live and streaming programs like HBO and Disney+. It's like having a personal cinema right in your suite. Right below the massive screen is a personal vanity table with a beautiful wood finish and a mirror. To help you freshen up, there's Byredo facial lotion, eye cream, and even a pillow mist to ensure a soothing sleep. Pretty luxurious, right? At one end of the vanity table, there's a stylish lamp, and on the opposite side, a fresh orchid, not a fake one. There's also this goodie basket filled with a variety of snacks and treats. Think gourmet snacks like nuts, chocolates, and dried fruits. Plus, there's a movie snack menu where you can order things like popcorn, edamame, and Wagyu beef sliders. Super fancy, right? There's also a small drawer with a notepad and pen, making it really convenient to jot down notes during the flight. On the other end are the power outlets and USB. On top of the vanity table, you'll find a amenity kit. It might look like an ordinary large leather bag, but it's really a treat for first-class passengers. It features exclusive Bulgari products, and the kits differ for men and women. I got the Bulgari products in this pouch, but the highlight is a 30 ml exclusive bottle of Desiree perfume for women and Cobra perfume for men. Besides the Bulgari products, there are other items like shaving foam, a fold-away hairbrush, tissues, Rexona deodorant, and earplugs. And how can I forget these luxurious pajamas? I thought the Qatar Airways pajamas were the best, but these are so soft. Plus, there's slippers, an eye mask, and a tote bag with the Emirates logo. perfect for carrying all the amenities and snacks when you leave the aircraft. While I was busy filming the suite, the crew came by and asked if I wanted some Arabic coffee. I was excited to try it for the first time. To my surprise, it was absolutely delicious. It wasn't as bitter as I expected. I thought it was as strong as the Armenian coffee. Instead, it was aromatic and had a natural sweetness with a hint of floral flavor. Let me show you more of the amenities. To my right is my personal minibar. While it doesn't have any alcoholic beverages, it does have a couple of bottled waters, sparkling water, and some snacks. You can open and close the minibar with a push of a button. Next to the minibar is the suite controller, or as I like to call it, the suite's computer. This tablet lets you manage almost everything in the suite, adjusting your seat, controlling the lighting, browsing and selecting movies, controlling the windows, and even opening and closing the privacy door. The touchscreen is super responsive, like swiping on the latest iPhone. As I was having fun with the minibar, the aircraft took off from San Francisco heading to Dubai. Once we reached cruising altitude, service resumed. Since you can't close the privacy door while the aircraft is still on the ground, the first thing I did when we reached cruising altitude was to close the door. Unlike most business class privacy doors that are manually operated, Emirates first class doors are mechanical. You just press a button on your seat or use the suite controller to open and close them. When the door is fully closed, you have complete privacy. There are so many high-tech features in the first-class suite. Now let's talk about the lie-flat seat. Although it is not the widest seat out there, at around 23 inches wide and nearly 80 inches long, it's definitely luxurious and beautifully designed. The beige-colored leather is incredibly soft. Many passengers say it feels like sitting on a Mercedes-Benz S-Class. I haven't driven one myself, so I can't say for sure, but the premium foam used in the seat makes it super comfortable for sleeping. One of the biggest difference between business and first class is the food. Business class meals are good, but the food in first class, it's on another level entirely. Imagine enjoying a gourmet experience at 40,000 feet. And the best part, you can have your gourmet meal whenever you like. Take a look at their menu. Emirates' signature offering is caviar, but since I don't have a sophisticated palate, I didn't try it. In hindsight, I should have given it a go just out of curiosity. For breakfast, I went with the avocado pancake, and for dinner, I opted for the sticky braised beef. Later, you'll see just how tantalizing and tasty the food was. And what about the Wi-Fi? It's complimentary for first-class passengers who are Emirates Skywards members. The speed was pretty good. I was able to stream some clips from TikTok and Facebook without any issues. Outside of the suite, there were plenty of other amenities that makes Emirates' first-class experience truly luxurious and memorable. For instance, there's a minibar wall between the two shower spas. This wall, exclusive to first-class passengers, is stocked with a variety of premium alcoholic and non-alcoholic beverages, snacks, and even fruits. You can just grab whenever you like, anytime without having to head to the main bar area. What really fascinated and surprised me was that during sleeping hours, the wall transforms into a zen-like Japanese mini garden. It features a cascading waterfall, candles, premium tea on the side for first-class passengers to enjoy. This transformed space is perfect for calming the mind and preparing for a restful sleep. However, if you're looking to socialize with other passengers in business and first class while sipping your favorite drink, the social lounge is the place to be. The only slight drawback for first class passengers is that the lounge is located at the back of the upper level of the A380. My wife and I had to take a bit of a walk, passing all the business class passengers. It felt a little awkward when everyone's watching, even though the crew guided us to the lounge. Once we reach the lounge, there's a U-shaped bar with seating on both sides, accommodating up to 8 people. There's also a huge TV screen up front, often showing live TV programming. At the bar, you can enjoy gourmet canapes and snacks while you watch TV or chat with fellow passengers. The bar is stocked with premium alcoholic beverages and staffed by a bartender who can mix a variety of drinks from classic cocktails to fine wines and spirits. And for first-class passengers, there's a special treat.
So our jump for today, it's a vintage 2013.
Wow.
And it's exclusive to Emirates. No other airline serves.
Oh, really? Wow.
A vintage 2013 Dom Perignon, exclusive to Emirates. The main reason I wanted to fly Emirates first class on the A380 was to experience a shower at 40,000 feet. I mean, who wouldn't want to try that? At the front of the first class cabin, there are two restrooms. I'm sorry, shower spas as Emirates call them. The sheer size of the space will blow your mind, not to mention the amenities inside. The ambient lighting is beautiful and there's a full-size shower tucked in the corner. One wall has a floor-to-ceiling mirror, high-end toiletries, a vanity with a large mirror, a TV, and some basic amenities. And get this, to add an extra touch of luxury and comfort, the floor is heated. I mean, what? After spending some time at the social lounge, I headed back to my seat and waited for dinner. While I was enjoying the movie, I almost didn't notice the cabin crew at my suite, calling my name and ready to assist me in preparing my table for dinner. After she was done setting up, another crew member brought some appetizers and a basket of assorted bread. I love the garlic bread. It really tastes like the garlic bread you get from a premium restaurant. Two appetizers were served: beef bruschetta and a salad inside this wine glass. This was the first time I had cured meat beef bruschetta. It was a little chewy but delicious, salty and sweet at the same time. While I was still finishing up with the bruschetta, the crew came by with a bowl of cream of mushroom soup. To add a touch of luxury, the crew poured the soup right at my seat. The mushroom soup tasted heavenly. Seriously, it was that good. And just as I was taking a break from all the delicious food, the crew arrived with my main course, sticky braised beef. To give it that gourmet restaurant feel, they poured the sauce on the plate right in front of me. The dish came with some veggies and looked absolutely mouth-watering. Caramelized onions on top of slow-cooked beef swimming in sauce. I even poured the leftover sauce all over the beef. The meat was so tender that I did not need a steak knife. It fell apart with just a fork. Each bite almost melted in my mouth with a perfect balance of sweetness and umami. This dish made me forget I was 40,000 feet in the air. It felt like dining at a top restaurant on the ground. By the way, if you are still watching at this time, please don't forget to give this video a like for the algorithm, and please don't forget to subscribe if you are not a subscriber yet. Doing so will help me create more luxurious travel videos. Thank you very much. To clear my palate for dessert, I grabbed some sparkling water from the minibar. Shortly afterward, the warm chocolate fondant arrived. The crew poured warm salted caramel sauce over the cake. If you're not salivating right now, you're not human. As I cut into the cake, the molten center oozed out. The cake was rich and velvety with an intense chocolatey taste, perfectly balanced by the sweetness. This was one decadent dessert. I kept digging into the cake, savoring every bite. I washed down the rich chocolate with some vintage Dom Perignon sparkling wine. Despite the dry air and low pressure on planes, the food tasted just like as good as it would on the ground. It was like enjoying a very expensive meal at a gourmet restaurant. When I came back to my seat after brushing my teeth, there were chocolates on the vanity table. Well, even though I had brushed my teeth, I couldn't resist trying some. I mean, who can say no to chocolate, right? After indulging in all the delicious food, I felt my eyes getting heavy. I headed back to the shower spa and slipped into those luxurious pajamas. When I returned to my suite, my bed was all set up for a nap. But since it was still 11 a.m. in San Francisco, this soft eye mask came in really handy. After catching a few hours of sleep, I decided to freshen up with a quick shower before breakfast. Each passenger gets 5 minutes of running water, which is just enough if you turn off the water while shampooing or soaping up. Post-shower, I grabbed a warm, aromatic tea from the wall bar. I'm not sure what kind it was, but it smelled amazing. Without me even asking, the crew brought some fresh fruits. I also opened a snack mix bottle from the personal bar while settling in to watch a movie. About an hour after finishing my tea, the cabin crew came by to set up my table for breakfast. They started with an assortment of bread and a Virgin Mary mocktail. Before I even had a chance to sip my drink, they brought out my breakfast: avocado pancakes with vanilla agave syrup. These pancakes were something special, almost like a souffle pancake. They came with turkey bacon on the side and a spiced apple compote. When I cut into the pancake, it was so soft that the knife slid through it effortlessly. The first bite was incredible. It practically melted in my mouth. The texture was more like a cake than a typical pancake. Moist, creamy, and sweet. I love Denny's pancakes, but these were on another level. The apple compote added a perfect balance of sweetness and tartness. As I mentioned earlier in this video, here's a trick to snag 2 or more first-class seats using points. If both of you and your partner have Emirates accounts with enough points in each account for first-class seats, this trick isn't for you. But if you're like us and all your Amex or Chase credit card points are in one account, here's what you need to do. Book a first-class seat for one person. Once that's confirmed, book a business class seat for the other person. Now, it's just a waiting game. First-class seats often don't fill up because they're so expensive. When we flew, there were only 5 passengers in first class, but business class was almost full. About 30 days before departure, log into your Emirates account and check your booked trips. You'll likely see an invitation to upgrade to first class with points. Transfer points from Amex or Chase and make the upgrade. For us, the upgrade cost an additional 81,900 points from San Francisco to Dubai. It was more points than booking directly in first class, but totally worth it. My wife and I got to experience first class together. After an amazing 15 hours in first class, we finally landed at Dubai International Airport en route to the Maldives. In my next video, I'll share my experience flying first class with Emirates on their Boeing 777 from Dubai to Malé International. If you're curious about my Etihad business class experience on the 787 Dreamliner, just click on the thumbnail. Until next time, fellow travelers, bye for now.